Shalom, and welcome to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul, your Biblical Hebrew podcast. Today I would like to speak to you about the righteous man in Hebrew, or the righteous one in us in Hebrew, his work inside of us, his relation to time, to hunt, and what happens when the righteous one in us cannot hunt the covenant or cannot find or locate the covenant between heaven and earth, or the objective reality from the subjective reality, and finds himself as a consequence meeting the two first plagues in Egypt, which are dam, blood, and tzfardea, frog. So let's start our conversation and see how those perspectives are developing through letters, numbers, and very accurate precision. The 18th letter of the Hebrew alphabet is Tzadik. The complete letter Tzadik with its pronunciation is written with 3 letters. Tzadik, Daled, Yod. The value of the letter Tzadik with its full pronunciation, Tzadik, Daled, Yod, is 104. When we take those 3 letters and we divide them into 2 parts, we find the following. Tzadik and Daled create the verb tzad in Hebrew, which means to hunt, but also as a noun mean the word side in English, like this side or the other side. So what is the Tzadik, or what is the function or the aim of the Tzadik? The letter Tzadik, the 18th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, is simple: to hunt, tzad, to hunt as a verb, from the side as a noun, the Yod. The Yod is the 10th letter in the Hebrew alphabet and reflects the covenant between heaven and earth, or the complete picture of things. So what is the aim of the Tzadik? What is the aim of the 18th letter in the Hebrew alphabet? Is to find or to hunt the covenant between heaven and earth. Why? Usually we experience reality as shattered fragments, disconnected parts. And the aim of the righteous one in us is to find the completeness, the covenant, the fullness, or the relation between those broken pieces or those broken parts. This is the work of the righteous one in us. This is one perspective. The second perspective is that the value of the letter Tzadik is 90. 90 is the value of the word Maim in Hebrew, which is water in English. And water are a symbol of time. Like we don't have enough time, we say that the time is running between our fingers, like water. So the Tzadik, which has the value of 90, is hunting tzad, from the side, the covenant between heaven and earth through the lens of time. So what is the work or the aim of the righteous one in us? and the righteous one in us is not so much an entity, but the letter Tzadik inside of us is to find the covenant between heaven and earth, or the objective reality in the subjected broken pieces that we experience as reality. This is why the Tzadik, the righteous one in us, is associated also with the letter Yod, the 10th letter in the Hebrew alphabet, or Sfirat Yesod, foundation. For Yesod, foundation of everything, is divided into two parts. Yod, the 10th letter, and Sod, because the covenant between heaven and earth is Sod. In English, a secret. So, the Tzadik in us, the letter Tzadik in us, has to hunt, is hunting from the side the covenant between heaven and earth, which is marked by the letter Yod, and which is secret to any other letter but then the Tzadik. When the Tzadik finds the covenant, he can connect and correct the right relation. He can put together, he can unify again the relation between heaven and earth, between Sfirat Yesod, sphere of foundation, Yesod, and Malchut, heavenly kingdom. When those two letters are coming together, Yod and Mem, we have the word Yam, which is sea in English. Usually the word sea refers to the sea of wisdom. Once the Tzadik can find hidden covenant between heaven and earth, he can connect or influence this secret to the heavenly kingdom. And the heavenly kingdom, the 10th sphere from above, is not disconnected anymore. Everything makes sense. Everything is complete. This is when everything is working all right. But, and here's the catch. What happens if the letter Tzadik in us does not find the hidden covenant or the hidden secret? Nothing makes sense. And not just this, the letter Tzadik continues in a different way. The letter Tzadik writes the word Tzfardea. Tzfardea. Tzfardea is frog in English. Frog is making all the time quack, 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 quack. This is her sound, quack, 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 quack. The frog has 4 legs on the ground, 1 head, 4 legs, and she's jumping. The word Tzfardea in Hebrew is divided into 2 parts. Tzafar dea, honking opinion, meaning instead of having a Tzadik, a righteous one, who finds the hidden meaning in everything and unites heaven and earth on the base of secret, we have in us an image of a frog that quack, 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 speaks different opinions that doesn't make any sense because all of her 4 feet are on the ground. And once the Tzadik, the righteous one in us, do not find the secret, he becomes a frog. Or we become frogs. We just speak quack, 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 different opinions. There is no relation to anything, just mechanical speech. And since there is no relation to anything, and the righteous one in us cannot find the hidden secret through the lens of time, reality becomes bloody mirror. Everything becomes bloody. Everything becomes argumental, polar, disputable, bleeding to death. There is no source of life. When people only quack, 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 speaking opinions, or sometimes we also read the news and speaking them out loud, or we're thinking about them like if it was real reality, we are like frogs with 4 feet on the ground and do not see the heavens and we cannot locate the hidden covenant between heaven and earth. And once we are biting or chewing this idea of many opinions, of different bloody realities, we are in Egypt within ourselves. So the 10 plagues of Egypt is not something that happened in the past. This is an inner reality that each and every one experiences every moment. Every moment we can be either the Tzadik, the letter Tzadik, that finds the covenant between heaven and earth through the lens of time. And then we have peace and everything makes sense, looks beautiful and complete. Or the Tzadik in us does not find a secret, does not find a covenant, and then we are becoming frogs. We repeat any opinion, every lie that we see on any website, and while we think about it or speak about it, everything becomes bloody, polar, and most of all, meaningless. So this was our little complex conversation about the aspect of a righteous one in us and the aspect of the frog in us. And I hope you find this conversation interesting. If you have questions, thoughts, remarks, wonders, please write to us. Wishing you happy Passover, happy Easter, wonderful spring and warm autumn. להתראות. Thank you for listening to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to hear more about a certain topic, just write us an email to hebrew@learnoutlive.com. We are always happy to hear from you. For more episodes, videos, and articles like this, please visit our website at hebrew.learnoutlive.com. We also would like to invite you to join our live classes. Just search for Online College of Biblical Hebrew on Facebook and start learning now with students from all over the world. Koltuv and Shalom.